Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to learn how to make this beautiful striped diamond halter top. So it's not definitely like a diamond shape because of this flat edge when it comes to the upper part of the top. This is just a diversion from the diamond shape so that we can get a better fitting of the top. But I'll call it that because it comes just from a simple structure of the diamond shape. So this is what the top looks like. This is a custom order for one of my clients. She'll be trying it on today, and fingers crossed, I hope it fits her. She's a size medium, and for this project I'll be demonstrating for a size medium. For all the other sizes, I'll be mentioning what to do in the video as we go along. And let's jump into the materials. The hook that I'll be using for this project is a 4mm crochet hook. The yarn that I'll be using is double knit merino yarn. It's a DK weight yarn and it recommends a 3.25 to a 4mm crochet hook. So I'll be using a 4. And then you also need a darning needle to weave in your ends because we're going to be cutting our yarn at every point where we are attaching a new yarn. And then you also need a measuring tape. This is a must because we have to take some measurements along the way. And then you'll also need a pair of scissors to cut your loose ends. So let's jump into the video. The colors that I'll be using of this yarn are 3. I'm only using 3 colors and playing around with those 3 colors in the same arrangement, but different number of rows for each and every color at a specific point. So as you can see, we have green, orange, and then pink, but different rows for each and every color. Then we come back to green, orange, and pink, and then green, orange, and pink. So just get 3 colors of your choice or whatever number of colors that you wish to use for this project. It can even be 7 colors. So get all your scrap yarn out of wherever it is, and let's get started. Okay, so you're going to get your first color. For me, this is green and it's going to be the best color. So you're going to start off with a slip knot. So you roll over your yarn like this, like as if a ribbon. Insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, and yarn over, pull through. And then you're going to pull on the tail. So that's my slip knot. And I'm going to make a chain of 48. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. That's how we chain. You just yarn over and pull through 8. So I'm going to just go ahead and chain until I have a total of 48 chains. So I have a total of 48 chains, and for all the other sizes, just look on the screen and do the number of chains that you need for your size. After your 48 chains or whatever number of chains that you need for your size, you are going to make a chain of 1 and then half double crochet into the second chain from the hook. So not this one, but this one. So the second chain from the hook, half double crochet. So yarn over, insert your hook, pull up a loop. You'll have 3 loops on your hook and yarn over, pull through all. Then yarn over, insert your hook into the next chain, pull up a loop. You'll have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through all. And you're going to repeat this all the way across, placing 1 half double crochet into each and every chain until the end of the row. So we're coming to the end of our row and we're placing 1 half double crochet into the very last chain of the row. And this is what we have. So let's go on to row 2. For row 2, you're going to make a chain of 1, which doesn't count as a stitch. Turn your work. And we're going to start making 1 half double crochet into each and every stitch. So I hope you still remember how to do the half double crochet. You yarn over, insert your hook into the stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through all. So we've come to the end of our row and I've placed my last half double crochet into the last half double crochet of the previous row. And this is what you should have. I'm going to go ahead and make my 3rd row and I'll come back to show you how to switch colors and introduce another color into your project. So chain 1, turn your work, repeat row 2, placing 1 half double crochet into each and every stitch across. Okay, so we've come to the end of row 3 and it's time for us to switch to another color. So you're going to make your half double crochet there like that, and then you're going to make a chain of 1 and cut your yarn. We're going to have so many loose ends to weave in at the end of the project, but don't worry about that. So we're going to get our next color, and this will be orange. So for the orange, you're going to make a slip knot just like I showed you at the beginning of the project. Make your slip knot, and then you're going to turn your work like that. And then you're going to insert your hook into the very first stitch. Attach this loop that we just created, and then chain 1. And this chain 1 doesn't count as a stitch or a chain at all. So after attaching, you're going to make a chain of 1, which also doesn't count as a stitch, and then half double crochet into the very first stitch with your new color. And then you're going to continue to half double crochet into each and every stitch all the way across until the end of the row. So that's how we attach our new color. And at the end of this project, I'll be showing you how to weave in these tails to get a neat finish just like we have here. You can see we were attaching new colors, but when it comes to the final product, we are not seeing the loose ends. Alright guys, I'm done with my orange row, and this is exactly what we have. So now that I've showed you how to switch colors and play around with the different stripes, you're going to go ahead and keep building on your project upwards. Okay guys, so you're going to go ahead and keep building your panel until you have a length, a vertical length, less by about 4 inches. So as you can see here, our intended length is 15 inches and we have a total of 11 inches total right now. That means we are still building upwards, but we are going to start making some changes when it comes to the top part of our diamond top or halter top, so that we can get that flat edge that we can see at the top of the top. I know it's weird to say that, but yeah, at the top part that rests around the neck part, that flat edge. And yeah, let's get started. So I'm done with my pink color. I'm going to just chain 1 and cut my yarn, and then I'll attach my next color, which is green. You're going to make sure that you place your work like how you want it to be. Like for me, I want this side to be slanting like this. That means the topmost part of my top is this part, and this is the part that we are going to start creating that vertical edge for a total of about 4 inches that we are left with to make this side equal to this side. So attach your next color. For me, that's green. I'm going to just attach it into the very first stitch here. Attach, and we're going to chain 1. And instead of going into the very first stitch, we're going to skip over it, and the chain 1 doesn't count as a half double crochet. So you're going to go into your next stitch with 1 half double crochet, just like that. And then from here, you're going to just continue to place 1 half double crochet into each and every stitch all the way across until the end of the row. So the only change that's happening here is the beginning of this row, the fact that we are not placing a half double crochet into the very first stitch. So go all the way across until the end of the row, and then from here you will chain 1 and come back. So when we're coming towards the end of the second row of green, I'll come back and show you how to wind up your row. Guys, as you can see, I've gone all the way across and I'm coming towards the end of my second row of green. and I'm going to half double crochet until I have 2 stitches left. Remember, the chain 1 at the beginning of the row doesn't count as a stitch, so we have 1 and 2, so I have to have a half double crochet into the next stitch. So I have this one and this one, those 2 stitches, and what we are going to do from here, you're going to prepare for a half double crochet by yarning over and skip the next stitch and half double crochet into the very last stitch, like that. And then you're going to chain 1 and turn your work. If you're still using the same exact what can I say, the same exact color, then you're going to just chain 1 and turn your work, and you're going to skip the very first stitch and place a half double crochet into the second stitch, keeping in mind that the chain 1 at the beginning of the row doesn't count as a stitch. So for me, I'm going to switch colors at this point. So I'll chain 1, cut my yarn, pull through, and then I'll get my next color, which is orange. So I'm going to just repeat the 2 rows, one that starts with a decrease and the one that ends with a decrease, but make sure the decreases are always made on one side. So I've attached my orange yarn. Then from here, I'll do a chain of 1, which doesn't count as a half double crochet, and then skip the very first stitch and go into the next stitch with 1 half double crochet, and then half double crochet all the way across. And as you can see, all the decreases are happening on this side, whether at the beginning of the row or the end of the row. So all the decreases should be on this side. And when it comes to this side, we should continue getting a corner, just like for the square that we intended to make. So just keep going until you have your 4 inches that are remaining, or until the length of the vertical length is a total of 15 inches. You can see we still have a long way to go. We still have a total of 4 inches to fill up on this vertical length. So just keep doing that, not forgetting to decrease all the time you're at this point, whether you're beginning the row or ending the row. So I'll meet you back when I have my 15 inches as well on this side. So far I'm at 12 inches, as you can see. So that means we have a total of 3 inches to go. As you can see, I've gone ahead to work until I have my 15 inches total. If you can see here, it's 15 inches total, and this is the side where we were decreasing, so it creates a flat edge as opposed to the corner that we have this side. We have a corner here, a corner here, a corner here, and when it comes to the upper side where we were placing the decreases, we have a flat edge as opposed to the corner. So once you get the length that you need for your top, you're going to just chain 1 and cut your yarn. Get your pair of scissors and cut your yarn. At this point, the main body of the top has been achieved, and we are not going to do any more rows when it comes to building the body. So at the moment, we are going to focus on this part that has the flat edge, because this is the topmost part of our top or halter top. And we are going to get our darning needle and first weave in all the ends on this side. So I have my darning needle here. You're going to just weave in all the ends that are on that flat edge. When you finish getting rid of all the loose ends on this flat edge that we just created on the upper part of the top, we're going to get our yarn the yarn that you're going to use for your strap, for me that will be green, as shown in the inspiration photo. So I'm going to make a slip knot like that. I'm going to make a chain of 60. So I have my 60 chains here. Once you have the 60 chains, we're now going to go onto this edge that we have here, and we're going to place 1 single crochet into each and every row. So 1 single crochet into each and every row without skipping any row. Just make sure your stitches are evenly placed like that. So go all the way across. Make sure you're not distorting the shape of the top. If you need to add some stitches in between, please go ahead and do that. All right, so we've made it all the way across the top part, and now we're going to make another chain of 60. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have my 60 chains as well here, and these are the 2 straps that are going to tie around your neck. Now we're going to go back onto this strap just to make it more sturdy, thicker, and more functional so that it doesn't cut into our skin. So you're going to make 1 more chain, and now we're going to start making 1 slip stitch into each and every chain. So insert your hook, pull through all, insert your hook, pull through all, and you're going to do that for each and every stitch. This is going to make our strap a little bit thicker and more sturdy as well as functional so that it doesn't cut into our skin when we try to tie it around the neck. So I hope you see what I'm doing. Just insert your hook into each and every chain and pull through all, and that's a slip stitch. I didn't want to make something more dramatic than this when it comes to the straps. I felt like a simple strap was just perfect for this project because it's already a simple approach, so I just wanted to keep it simple and maintain the simplicity of the construction. So just go ahead and slip stitch into each and every chain until you get back to the main body of the top, and I'll show you what to do from there. So we're coming to the main body of the top, and I'm placing a slip stitch into the very last chain before I join onto the main body. And now you're going to turn your work so that we work across this part. So what we are going to do is slip stitch into each and every single crochet that we made for the previous row. Just continue to do the same exact process. Make 1 slip stitch into each and every stitch that we made across the top of the halter top until we get back to the other side, which should be a chain, and we shall just continue to slip stitch into each and every chain. That's all that you have to do for this part, creating straps as well as creating an edging for the upper part of the top. So for this top, any side can be the right side of your work, so you don't have to worry about anything. Just make sure as you work, you have a clear picture of neatness on both sides so that you can wear this top any way you want. You can either wear it like this or wear it like this. But guys, let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think about these colors? I feel like they're really pretty, and this could be a very perfect project to work like a full set, maybe matching shirts or a skirt or a maxi skirt. And I feel like the color combination is really giving. So from here, once you make it all the way to the chain, you're going to just continue to make one slip stitch into each and every chain all the way across until the very last chain, and I'll meet you back at that point. So we're coming to the end of our chain, and I'm placing my very last slip stitch into the last chain of our strap, and this is what we have. You can see the thickness is balanced on both sides, and from here you're going to make a chain of 1, and you're going to cut your yarn, then pull through. At this point, you're done with the strap, and you can just go ahead and tie these 2 strands together like that, and then you can cut off the excess strands. So this is what you'll have. So we're going to get our darning needle and weave in our ends on this side as well, on the sides of the top. So I'm going to just go ahead and do that real quick, and I'll be giving you the number of rows to do for the different colors. Alright guys, this is what you're going to have when you get rid of all the loose ends. I had promised to mention how many rows that I did for the different colors, so if you have a pen and paper, just write down these numbers. 3, 1, 5, 2, 1, 2, 2, 5, 2, 4, 1, 5, 2, 2, 2, 2, and 4. If you want to follow the same exact sequence as I did for my top. And that's basically it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Make sure you give it a thumbs up if you did, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye. So you're going to go ahead and make straps on this side as well, this end and this end. So on this side, you're going to just make a slip knot and attach your yarn into the corner, just like this. And you're going to make a chain of 100. So I have my 100 chains, and you can choose to either go back on it with a slip stitch or just leave it a plain chain like this. I think I'll leave it like this, but if you want your straps thicker, just repeat the same exact process that we did here. And from here, you're going to just chain 1 and cut your yarn and repeat the same exact process on the other side. Right, so I have my 100 chains as well on this side, and I'm going to just cut off the loose end. And then you're going to get your darning needle and weave in these tails as well. For this one, I'm going to weave it into the strap because the color that we have next to it is a contrasting color, and I don't want the green to pop out of the orange. So I'll weave in this tail into the strap that has the same color, just like that. And from this point, I'm going to show you how to assemble your top. These two straps are going to just tie around the neck like this, like that. And then you will turn your work to the back and then tie these two straps towards the back like this. So literally your body is going to be in this opening that we have created here. And you can make these as tight as you want or as loose as you want. So this top is totally adjustable. And that's basically it for this top. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Make sure you give it a thumbs up if you did. And I will see you in my next video. Bye. Don't forget to check out the written pattern on all my online shops. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in my next one.